In a lavish mansion, lived a millionaire named Mr. Harrison, a man who could buy anything he desired. Yet all his wealth couldn't buy what he wanted most: his daughter, Lily's health. Lily was a bright, cheerful girl, but a mysterious illness had confined her to her bed, draining the light from her eyes. The once vibrant mansion now felt cold and silent, filled only with the faint sounds of Lily's weak breathing. Mr. Harrison spared no expense. He flew in the world's most renowned doctors, one after another. They would arrive with their shiny briefcases and confident smiles, only to leave with furrowed brows and shaking heads. Each specialist offered a new theory, a new experimental treatment, but nothing worked. Lily's condition only worsened, her laughter replaced by a persistent, dry cough. The millionaire's hope dwindled with each failed attempt, his vast fortune feeling more like a cruel joke than a blessing. One crisp autumn afternoon, as Mr. Harrison was being chauffeured home, his car was forced to stop. A small crowd had gathered on the sidewalk, blocking the road. He looked out the window, annoyed at the delay. He saw a young boy, no older than 10, with tangled hair and clothes that were little more than rags. The boy was singing, his voice clear and surprisingly beautiful, rising above the city noise. People were dropping coins into a small dented tin can at his feet. Mr. Harrison scoffed, dismissing him as just another beggar. That evening, a new specialist, a famous doctor from Switzerland, examined Lily. After a long tense silence, he delivered the grim news. "I'm sorry, Mr. Harrison," he said softly. "We've done everything we can. There is no known cure." The words hit Mr. Harrison like a physical blow. He stumbled back, the reality of the situation finally crashing down on him. His little girl, his precious Lily, was fading away, and all his money was useless. Despair, cold and absolute, washed over him. He felt utterly powerless for the first time in his life. The next day, wandering aimlessly through the city, Mr. Harrison found himself back at the same street corner. The beggar boy was there again, singing with the same pure, hopeful voice. An inexplicable impulse made Mr. Harrison approach him. "What are you singing for?" he asked, his own voice hoarse with grief. The boy looked up, his eyes bright and unafraid. "I'm singing for a miracle, sir," he replied simply. "My mother is very sick, and I believe if I sing with all my heart, God will hear me and make her well." Mr. Harrison was taken aback. This boy, who had nothing, possessed a faith so strong it was almost tangible. He looked at the boy's earnest face and saw not a beggar, but a warrior, fighting his own desperate battle with a song. He pulled out a thick wad of cash from his wallet and dropped it into the boy's tin can. "Here," he said gruffly, "take this. Maybe it will help your mother." The boy's eyes widened in disbelief, but then he shook his head. "Thank you, sir, but I cannot take this. My song is not for money. It's a prayer." Confused and strangely moved, Mr. Harrison insisted, "Take it for medicine, for food." The boy, whose name was Leo, finally relented, but on one condition. "I will take it," he said, "but only if you let me sing for your miracle too. Tell me what your heart wishes for." Overwhelmed, Mr. Harrison found himself confiding in this little stranger. He spoke of Lily, of her illness, and of his crushing despair. Leo listened patiently, his gaze full of empathy. "I will sing for Lily," he promised. "I will sing for her with all my might." That evening, Leo appeared at the gates of the grand mansion. The security guards tried to turn him away, but Mr. Harrison, who had been watching from the window, ordered them to let him in. He led the small, ragged boy through opulent hallways and up a grand staircase to Lily's room. The room was filled with expensive medical equipment, its constant beeping a grim reminder of her condition. Lily lay pale and still in her large bed, barely noticing their arrival. She looked so fragile, a tiny porcelain doll on the verge of breaking. Leo stood by her bedside. He wasn't intimidated by the wealth or the sterile environment. He simply took a deep breath and began to sing. It wasn't a song Mr. Harrison had ever heard before. The melody was simple, yet it seemed to fill the room with a warmth that pushed back the cold despair. Leo's voice was clear and unwavering, filled with an unshakable faith and a profound sense of love. He sang of sunshine, of blooming flowers, and of laughter echoing in green fields. He sang of hope. As Leo sang, a strange thing happened. The harsh beeping of the heart monitor began to soften, its rhythm becoming more steady and strong. A faint blush of color appeared on Lily's pale cheeks. Her eyelids, which had been closed for days, began to flutter. Mr. Harrison watched, breathless, his heart pounding in his chest. He didn't understand what was happening. It defied all logic, all medical science he had paid so dearly for. But he couldn't deny what he was seeing with his own eyes. The song was a balm, a gentle force that seemed to be waking his daughter's spirit. Leo sang for what felt like an eternity, his voice never faltering. Finally, as the last note faded into the quiet room, Lily's eyes slowly opened. She turned her head and looked, not at her father, but at the small boy standing by her bed. A weak, but genuine smile touched her lips. "Your song is beautiful," she whispered, her voice barely audible but clear. It was the first time she had spoken in weeks. Tears streamed down Mr. Harrison's face, tears of shock, of relief, and of overwhelming gratitude. He fell to his knees, unable to speak. In the days that followed, Lily's recovery was nothing short of miraculous. The doctors were baffled, unable to explain her sudden turnaround. They called it a spontaneous remission, a 1 in a million anomaly, but Mr. Harrison knew the truth. It wasn't science or medicine that had saved his daughter. It was the pure, unwavering faith of a little boy and the power of his selfless song. He found Leo and his mother, who was also recovering from a long illness, and moved them out of their rundown shack and into a comfortable new home. Mr. Harrison's life was transformed. He realized that his wealth had made him arrogant and blind to the true treasures of life: faith, kindness, and human connection. He established a foundation dedicated to helping sick children and their families, ensuring that no parent would have to feel the helpless despair he had experienced. He never forgot the lesson he learned from a small beggar boy. He learned that the greatest miracles don't come from a fat wallet or a fancy degree, but from a heart full of love and a soul that dares to believe. And often, late at night, he could still hear the echo of that beautiful, simple song, a melody of hope that had saved them all. Thank you for watching, and if this story touched your heart, please like, share, and subscribe for more.